Did you know in Iron Man 2, Mickey Rourke was fully invested in playing the role of Whiplash? Mickey tried to convince the crew to let him perform half of his role in Russian. He paid for gold teeth and a pet cockatoo out of his own pocket, and he did some first-hand research. He chose the tattoos that would be used for Whiplash because he wanted them associated with realistic gangs, prisons, and Russian heritage. He even paid a visit to Butrika prison in Moscow, where he said the inmates were really helpful. Did you know in Hellboy: The Golden Army, Seth MacFarlane actually had to ADR his lines 3 separate times while going through production? On his first attempt, he made the character of Johann Kraus have a Peter Griffin voice, and in the second attempt, he had him have a Ted voice. Since those two voices are essentially the same, Guillermo had him do it a third time with a German accent, which was used. Did you know in Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Brad Pitt dropped the role and only returned for Angelina Jolie? The film was originally set to star Nicole Kidman alongside Pitt, but due to scheduling conflicts for Kidman with the Stepford Wives, she had to drop out. Pitt was hoping to work with Kidman and subsequently dropped out of the role. Many actresses were in the running for the lead, however it fell to Angelina Jolie, and as soon as her name was attached to the project, Pitt decided to join back on. Did you know in Catch Me If You Can, how Abagnale was captured was not the same in real life? Abagnale's capture in the movie was represented as a tense standoff in a warehouse where Hanks managed to con the con man. It was somewhat less dramatic in real life when someone saw Abagnale on a wanted poster and recognized him while he was shopping for groceries. Moreover, Tom Hanks' character, Caller Hanratty, was a fictional character that was created for the movie. He's actually an amalgam of several agents who pursued Frank. Interestingly, the real Frank Abagnale also made an appearance in the scene where the movie Abagnale got captured. To be more precise, he was the one who grabbed Frank from Carl Hanratty and put him in the police car. Did you know in The Incredible Hulk, there's foreshadowing for a possible sequel villain? When Samuel Stearns gets Hulk's blood in a wound in his head begins to mutate. We catch a glimpse of him smiling for a moment, and this is foreshadowing to what's supposed to be his role as the leader in a possible sequel. Did you know in Scream, Jenna Ortega is only the second actor in the franchise to actually be a teenager playing a teenager? While it seems common knowledge that a teenager would be portraying a teenager, this mostly isn't the case in movies, and it's no different for the Scream franchise. The only other actresses to do so was Emma Roberts, who played Jill in Scream 4, as she was 19 during filming. Jenna Ortega, who portrays Tara Carpenter, turned 18 shortly after filming began. Did you know in Obi-Wan Kenobi, this is the first time that the Inquisitors have made a live-action appearance? They've been shown in animated series and video games in recent years though. The Grand Inquisitor, Fifth Brother, Seventh Sister, and Eighth Brother have all appeared in the Star Wars Rebels series. The Sixth and 10th Brothers have appeared alongside 2 other nameless Inquisitors in the comics, and Second and Ninth Sister appear in video games. Did you know in Loki, the TVA is actually related to 2 different styles that are fiction and non-fiction? As it relates to fiction, people have noticed a lot of similarities with A Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The galactic government in that series also acts with reckless abandon, as they make decisions that affect the entire galaxy with no disregard for the possible negative consequences of their actions. In a non-fictitious aspect, the TVA was designed with the 1960s and 70s government space in mind. They even have the old-school typewriters and film reels.